The Supreme Court today is going to be hearing petitions filed against the three new farm laws. The farmer associations are not looking at filing a written reply to the cases today. Dushyant Dave and Prashant Bhushan are going to be appearing in the court to represent the farmer unions. In the previous hearing on 7th of December, the Supreme Court, remember, had expressed its concerns over these ongoing protests and observed that there was no improvement in the situation. Yesterday, farmer unions chaired an internal meeting, after which they said the Apex Court of India has no role in a political deadlock and the court is being used as a political shield. The farmers have further added that the issue pertains to political leadership. Thus, they should resolve it, and the Supreme Court should not be dragged in this matter. This as during Friday's 9th round of talks, the centre asked the farmers to follow legal route and made it clear that it will not roll back the laws until Supreme Court deems the laws illegal.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बारे में हम इतना ही कहेंगे कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बारे में सरकार ने भी कहा था हमारे को कि आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाइए, तुम भी जाओ, हम भी चलेंगे। तो हमने उनको स्पष्ट कह दिया था कि ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का मैटर नहीं है, ये आपने कानून बनाए हैं, आप ही इस पर फैसला करोगे, आप ही की जिम्मेवारी बनती है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट को बीच में नहीं लाना चाहिए।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट अगर हमको बोलता है कि आप कहते हैं कि एक मीडिएशन के लिए कमेटी बना देते हैं, तो हमारा ये तय है कि मीडिएशन के लिए कमेटी हमें ज़रूरत नहीं है। ऑलरेडी 15 तारीख को गवर्नमेंट ने हमें बुलाया हुआ है। गवर्नमेंट के साथ हमारा डायलॉग जारी रहे और गवर्नमेंट ही हमारे साथ इस डायलॉग में रहे, और फिर अगर और भी आप चाहते तो पार्लियामेंट डिस्कस करे इन चीज़ों को। पार्लियामेंट एज ए मीडिएटर ये 3 कानून को लेकर हमारे साथ डिस्कशन भी करे, मीडिएटर भी बने।
Dramatic scenes were witnessed in Haryana's Karnal after hundreds of agitating protesters stormed the rally spot, vandalizing the dais from which Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar was meant to speak on the benefits of farm laws. Here's a report.
Vandalism, water cannons, tear gas. Violent scenes were witnessed in Haryana's Karnal ahead of Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar's Mahapanchayat rally in Kamla village. Protesting farmers stormed the venue in a bid to prevent Chief Minister's address to farmers in favor of 3 farm laws. They vandalized the dais erected for the Chief Minister and even stormed the helipad. To stop the huge crowd from reaching the stage, Haryana police cracked down on agitating protesters at a nearby toll plaza. Protesters unfazed marched towards the stage, through fields and targeted the Mahapanchayat venue. Many protesters even stormed the helipad meant for Chief Minister's chopper, preventing its landing despite repeated efforts.
कोई भी बीजेपी का मंत्री या मुख्यमंत्री या विधायकों का कोई प्रोग्राम है जिसमें वो किसानों की बात करने आ रहे हैं और काले कानूनों को ये कहने आ रहे हैं अभी ये अच्छे हैं, उसका हम हर स्तर पर विरोध करेंगे।
We are in Kamla village of Karnal, where Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar was scheduled to address a Kisan Mahapanchayat. We can see this is the scene at the Kamla village where a stage was prepared, from where Chief Minister was scheduled to address the people. On my right side, you can see there are broken chairs, there are broken tables, broken flower pots, which were thrown by the protesters, believed to be between 500 to 600 in numbers.
Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar was forced to cancel his farmer outreach rally.
हमने कभी भी इन तथाकथित किसान नेताओं की जो वक्तव्य हैं उनको कभी रोका नहीं। उनके जो आंदोलन चल रहे हैं वो चल ही रहे हैं, और उसमें तो बल्कि वहाँ पर इतनी भीड़ होने के बाद, कोविड होने के बाद भी जहाँ वहाँ इतनी भीड़ है, उसमें व्यवस्थाओं में बहुत से काम हमने किए हैं। ये अच्छा नहीं कि कोई अपनी बात को कहना चाहे और हम किसी दूसरे का विरोध करें, ये लोकतंत्र का तकाजा नहीं है।
The farmers are now chasing the BJP leaders, and within 2 days, 2 such incidents have been reported in BJP-ruled Haryana. With video journalist Dilip Sahu, This is Manjeet Sehgal in Karnal for India Today.
Ahead of January 16 mega nationwide COVID vaccine rollout, Prime Minister Modi is going to be chairing a crucial meeting with all the chief ministers over their preparedness of COVID-19 vaccine rollout. The meeting is expected to begin at 4 p.m. via video conferencing. The Prime Minister will also be discussing with the chief ministers about the COVID situation in their states and the measures that are taken to control the spread of the virus. The meeting is coming days after Health Minister Harshvardhan said that the government was ready to roll out vaccines for the priority group soon. Government has already identified 3 crore frontline workers for phase 1 rollout of the vaccine.
आज भारत एक नहीं बल्कि 2 मेड इन इंडिया कोरोना वैक्सीन के साथ मानवता की सुरक्षा के लिए तैयार है। दुनिया की फार्मेसी होने के नाते दुनिया के हर जरूरतमंद तक जरूरी दवाएं पहुंचाने का काम भारत ने पहले भी किया है और आज भी कर रहा है। दुनिया आज सिर्फ भारत की वैक्सीन का इंतजार ही नहीं कर रही, बल्कि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा वैक्सीनेशन प्रोग्राम भारत कैसे चलाता है, इस पर भी नजरें हैं।
Indians may soon have a made-in-India Moderna vaccine. Sources have now confirmed that Hyderabad-based Indian Immunological Limited is in talks with US vaccine giant Moderna Incorporated to manufacture its COVID vaccine in India. Sources have said the talks are in the initial stage at the moment, and the price of the vaccines are going to be lesser if they are produced in India. Sources have also revealed that it is easier to produce mRNA technology vaccines in India, and if all goes well in terms of the talks, India can produce the vaccine in 2 to 3 months. Moderna vaccine, remember, has shown 94% efficacy, and 30,000 volunteers have taken part in the trial in the United States last month. 15,000 got the vaccine, rest received placebos. However, no side effects have been reported. Countries like US and UK have already granted the emergency use of the vaccine. Recently, France became the 3rd country to approve the emergency use of the vaccine.
Moderna could also be another vaccine that could look at the entry within the Indian market. Sources have told India Today that Indian Immunologicals Limited is currently in talks with Moderna manufacturers to bring the vaccine to India. The major point in this is that the talks are at a very initial stage, and if they fall through, it could be that an mRNA technology vaccine like Moderna's could enter the country, specifically at a time when India has 2 vaccines that have already been approved, but Moderna vaccine happens to be extremely expensive, about $32 a dose, and bringing its production capacity to India and clubbing it with an Indian company would really help reduce its costs.
India Today's Kumar Abhishek, who is participating in the phase 3 clinical trials of Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, received the COVID-19 vaccine on Saturday. Here's a look at the report.
दुनिया में इस वक्त वैक्सीन को लेकर चर्चा छिड़ी हुई है कि कोरोना का जो वैक्सीन होगा कैसा होगा, कितना असरदार होगा और कब तक आएगा। देश में कई वैक्सीन पर ट्रायल चल रहा है, लेकिन जो स्वदेशी शुद्ध भारतीय वैक्सीन है वो है भारत बायोटेक का कोवैक्सीन। मैं खुद इस ट्रायल का हिस्सा बनने जा रहा हूं और खुद देखेंगे कि आखिर इस वैक्सीन का जो ट्रायल है वो कैसा होता है और इसका इफेक्ट क्या होता है। अगर आप ट्रायल के तौर पर आए हैं तो आपको वैक्सीन लगता है या प्लेसिबो लगता है। प्लेसिबो का अर्थ ये हुआ कि वो बिल्कुल ब्लैंक होता है। तो हम चल रहे हैं इस वक्त अपने ब्लड टेस्ट की तरफ। इसमें क्या क्या टेस्ट होते हैं
सर? एंटीबॉडीज।
अच्छा, एंटीबॉडी। तो ये बताऊं कि ये एंटीबॉडी का ये टेस्ट है, यानी कि मेरे शरीर के भीतर कोई एंटीबॉडी पहले से है या नहीं। तो जो इसका दूसरा चरण है वो जो जरूरी ब्लड टेस्ट है, उसके बाद आपको कोरोना के RT-PCR टेस्ट से गुजरना होता है। तो मैं अब तैयार हूं पूरी तरीके से इस वैक्सीन के लिए, वैक्सीन के ट्रायल के लिए। और कुछ इस तरीके से वैक्सीन की शुरुआत होती है। मैं एज अ सब्जेक्ट हूँ इसमें, और ये कोवैक्सीन का ट्रायल वैक्सीन का वाइल है जो मुझे दिया जाएगा। ये वैक्सीन मेरे शरीर में दिया गया है। ट्रायल फेज में हूँ मैं। अब ये वैक्सीन या प्लेसिबो, दो चीज़ों में से कोई एक, क्योंकि इसके डेटा कलेक्ट होंगे, इसकी जानकारी ICMR के पास होगी। हमारे साथ डॉक्टर साहब हैं। डॉक्टर साहब, ये प्लेसिबो और वैक्सीन क्या है?
देखिए, प्लेसिबो और वैक्सीन, वैक्सीन तो वैक्सीन ही है, प्लेसिबो जो है उसमें कुछ भी नहीं है। एक सिंपल जेल होता है या नॉर्मल सलाइन होता है, तो इसलिए प्लेसिबो का इफेक्ट कुछ नहीं होगा। अगर वैक्सीन है तो एंटीबॉडी बन।
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has promised free vaccine for all in the state. The announcement is coming months after TMC mocked BJP for promising free vaccine in Bihar. BJP has trained guns on Mamata, saying that the state government is trying to steal the credit for vaccine sent by the centre. Here's more.
Mamata Banerjee has announced free vaccines for Bengal months ahead of the upcoming state polls, asserting that the state will pay for vaccine shots to everyone in the state. But rewind to October 2020, TMC was speaking in a different tone, then targeting the BJP over its free vaccine pledge in poll-bound Bihar.
हम इधर प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं बिहार में हर एक के लिए मुफ्त में वैक्सीन मिल जाएगा। वो हमारे पहला संकल्प पत्र के प्रॉमिस है। भरोसा के साथ बिहार की जनता को हम आश्वासन दिलाना चाहते हैं कि वैक्सीन फ्री में आप सबको मिलेगा।
Mamata's party had then mocked the free vaccine pledge, saying each Indian state will need polls to get free vaccines. The BJP questioned Mamata's promise, accused her of taking credit for the centre's free vaccination plan.
It is the central government scheme. The central government has devised a protocol, a system of priorities who are going to receive the vaccines first. That is the frontline workers who are combating COVID, and thereon this senior citizens, people with comorbidity and all that. Now all of a sudden Mamata Banerjee jumps the gun and claims some political advantage out of it. It's very typical of her.
Meanwhile, several states have urged the centre to provide free vaccines to all Indians.
कल मुख्यमंत्री जी ने डिमांड की है, ट्वीट किया था, उन्होंने कहा था कि पूरे देश में मुफ्त दी जानी चाहिए। और 3 दिन पहले यूनियन हेल्थ मिनिस्टर के साथ मेरी BC थी, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग थी, तब भी मैंने उनके सामने रिक्वेस्ट की थी कि भाई देश के सभी नागरिकों को मुफ्त दी जानी चाहिए।
The upcoming vaccine has been target of sustained politicking. Congress had questioned the efficacy of Indian-made Covaxin, calling its nod as rushed. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav had dubbed them as BJP vaccines, asserting he will not take it.
देखिए, मैं तो नहीं लगवाऊंगा अभी वैक्सीन, मैंने अपनी बात कह दी, और वो भी बीजेपी लगाएगी उसका भरोसा करूंगा मैं? अरे जाओ भाई, अरे अपनी सरकार आएगी सबको फ्री वैक्सीन लगेगी, हम बीजेपी का वैक्सीन नहीं लगवा सकते।
The government of West Bengal's decision to distribute the COVID-19 vaccine free of cost is not only welcomed by the people but also looked upon by the political parties. Knowingly that the central government would play a crucial role in it, it would be interesting to watch on what lies ahead for both the people of West Bengal and the state and central government too. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
Clashes broke out between supporters of ruling TMC and BJP during BJP leader Shivendu Adhikari's roadshow in Purulia district on Sunday. It was Shivendu's first visit to Purulia after he joined BJP last month. A car with TMC flag entered Shivendu's rally and was corralled by the BJP workers. A man sitting in the car got off and began waving the TMC flag as BJP workers surrounded him. Soon, a scuffle broke out between the supporters of the two parties and the BJP workers started attacking the car with sticks. Shivendu, who was addressing the crowd, urged BJP workers to allow the car to pass through. Shivendu hit out at the state government, saying that local police was busy protecting only the TMC leaders. Clashes also broke out between TMC and BJP workers in Bardwan, where several of the supporters from both the parties sustained injuries. TMC office was also vandalized in these clashes.
আমরা ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে পারমিশন নিয়ে এসেছি এই সবার মধ্যে স্থানীয় পুলিশের তো কোনো দেখা সাক্ষাৎ এই চোখে দেখা যাচ্ছে না কারণ ভাইপো তোলাবাজ ভাইপোর এক চাটুকার সেখানে আছে
দুটো ট্রাফিক রেখে দিলে এই গাড়িটা ঘুরিয়ে দিত অন্য রাস্তা দিয়ে এই মিটিং গুলো দেখে ওদের মাথা খারাপ হয়ে গেছে
ওরা হলে অশিক্ষিত দল বর্বরের দল হিংস্র দল তো তারা এটা বলবে না কিসের চুরি কিনে কেন চুরি করবে
More trouble to Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut's wife Varsha. The Enforcement Directorate has now summoned her today for her alleged role in the PMC Bank scam. Varsha is accused of receiving 62 lakh rupees loan from the wife of PMC Bank accused Praveen Raut. Enforcement Directorate has alleged that PMC scam accused Praveen transferred 1,60 lakh rupees to his wife Madhuri. She allegedly gave 55 lakh rupees as an interest-free loan to Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut's wife Varsha between 2010 and 2011. The amount was utilized in purchasing a flat in Mumbai's Dadar East area. The ED claims that Varsha Raut and PMC scam accused wife are partners in a construction firm. Varsha was earlier questioned by the ED on 4th of January. A Srivijaya air flight crashed on the Java Sea on Saturday minutes after taking off from Jakarta. The government has launched an investigation to rescue any passengers and recover any debris. Here's a look at the report coming in.
Bags, seats, human body parts, plane wreckage. All that remains is the debris of flight SJ182, which crashed soon after taking from Jakarta's Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. The wreckage of the Boeing 737 flight carrying 62 passengers are now being taken to the shore. Relatives of the passenger on the flight are now tasked with the painful task of identifying their loved ones from their charred and dismembered bodies.
Dua sinyal yang dikeluarkan oleh
We have found some parts of the Srivijaya air flight SJ182.
beri marking
And today we have found some body parts.
dalam waktu yang tidak terlalu lama.
We will transfer all of these to the National Transport Safety Committee and Police Victim Identification Department.
Untuk mengetahui penyebab terjadinya kecelakaan tersebut.
Indonesia-based Srivijaya Airjet disappeared off the radar minutes after takeoff and is said to have dropped hundreds of feet in a minute in a terrifying free fall. Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency launched a rescue mission and investigations right after learning about the crash. The officials are hoping to retrieve the cockpit data recorder, which will help to get clarity regarding the flight going off the radar and the events preceding the crash.
There were 2 signals emitted from the black boxes that can be monitored continuously so we can mark their coordinates. Hopefully, we can retrieve them soon and send them to National Transport Safety Committee to identify the cause of crash.
The incident puts a fresh spotlight on the Indonesians' poor aviation safety record, with government lapses coming at the cost of human lives. Bureau Report, India Today.
Rishabh Pant and Cheteshwar Pujara have kept India in the game on the final day of Sydney Test against Australia. At lunch, India are 206 for 3. The wicket-keeper batsman has scored a brilliant counter-attacking half-century. India is chasing a mammoth 407-run target to take 2-1 lead in Border Gavaskar Trophy. India has lost Ajinkya Rahane early on in the day, but Pant and Cheteshwar Pujara have stitched a century to stand to. Pant, who was injured the left elbow, was promoted the head of Hanumani Vihari. The left-hander was dropped twice and has made the most out of it. Pujara is unbeaten at 41. India needs 201 more to register an incredible win.
They're going for it, Harsh. They're going for these runs.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.